Saint Laurent. Just tell me what you want and I'll press the trigger. Posting everything, man, it's all on Twitter. Shawty, she a Fifi, she a love dealer. Shawty, she a Fifi, she a love dealer. Yeah. Shawty, you wanna salsa? Take her to the plaza. Pull up in a coupe, taking off just like NASA. Smoking on the Zaza, go to your mother.
Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
A little bit of a trip for you guys to come out, but we appreciate you guys making it out. I guess let's get it out of the way. Like, Edmonton to here.
Edmonton to here.
Explain your little trip and why you guys had to come out again.
So we came out last month. Actually, I came out in September. The end of September, right? Actually, end of August, beginning of September, because there's just like a friend trip. We've been going through so much in the year. Might as well just take like a chill off at the end and just chill out with the boys, have a good week. We spent like a week here in Vancouver, my first time, and I fell in love. I was like, yo, I was telling everyone like, yo, this is where to be, man. And previously in May, I was filming a music video for a song that I might release soon, and the director, his name's Cordell. He told me, he was like, yo, if you want to like be in the music scene, come to Vancouver. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And I was like, okay, let's see. So I came out in August, saw a little bit, not too much, came back. And then I was like, okay, I have to follow like people. I got to find people in Vancouver. I got to just network. And then from a post that Boslin did of his session with Ave, like a write-up with Hash, I met the Ave media team. And then I saw Flair, Jay, you, Fee, everyone. I was like, let me just like follow everyone, see what everyone's up to. And ever since that, just got dived into the Vancouver scene right away, saw everyone. And you hit up then Decky. And then I just started talking to you. And then ever since then, had that connection, came back the next month. Saw you guys, spent a little time just Vancouver, networking with more brands out here, and just finally have the Ave session here now.
I guess you kind of answered the next, like, kind of something I wanted to ask you as well was like, like, how did you, like, it was the Boslin one?
It was Boslin page, and then I saw it, and then on the bio said showing love to like Vancouver creators and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, this is pretty sick. Like, this is what I wanted to find, because I knew like anywhere you go, Toronto, LA, here, New York, Atlanta, everywhere, there's always like that one like headspace that like involves everyone. And I was like, I just need to find that and just like tap in with everybody. And yeah, it's been crazy seeing what you guys are always up to, always busy, always working. It's always like a hustle, so it's pretty cool to see.
I think I can speak on behalf of our team just as like a thank you for what you just said there. It's like a lot of what you just said that like you noticed about what we do, like that's what we're trying to do. You know, like that's what we're aiming to do. So when you say that you saw it's like a platform or a group of people that is really doing it for like the city and for everybody, you know, like we're trying to do it for everybody, you know what I mean? So like that's for us is definitely something that we appreciate. Just
like the hospitality too. Like I met up with Hash back, what was it?
Last month.
We went out for lunch. Super nice guy. Felt like super nice vibes. And I've never really met that one like right away off the jump. So just seeing how like everyone's always open to like work here is just so crazy, because I'm always used to working on my own. Back in like I have a home studio, I just do my own thing there. Way before I did my own masters. My friend Shamika, shout out Shamika, he goes to U of A, so I met him there. We work together, and then ever since then I have a master in engineering in Sweden, so he gets all my tracks done there, sends them back. So I always like worked on my own, did my own stuff, which was like with like outer connects. Mm-hmm. So just seeing like people wanting to help is just it's so new, so I'm not really used to that, so it's pretty cool. There was a lot of studios here. There's Headspace, there's Nova, there's Palm Street, and I actually reached out to 2Track last time I came, and just with time it didn't really work out. But this time I was like, yeah, I wanna get something done this time. So reached out to Nova because Chris Antonio, because you said who to find out or who to know.
Yeah.
With Chris
why
Antonio.
You should know Chris Antonio.
Yeah, why you should know Chris Antonio. So then I checked him out. And then ever since following him, I was like, this guy's pretty sick. Let me just work with him. and just like reached out. I reached out to the page of Nova, then they put me on to Chris, and then we just directly just started talking, and pretty sick. Excited for Thursday. I'm excited, nervous. I mean, everyone's always nervous for things, but yeah, I'm also excited to get things done. I've never really been in the actual studio, so just getting like to see how things work in there has always been like a dream of mine. Cause I used to record out of like my desk, and like the corner of the walls I would put like the microphone with like a big gauge around, and then I had like a USB mic, so it was terrible with the audio quality. And then I released a song and I'm like, this is like terrible, but it's already out. So then I invested a couple $100, got soundproofing, I got a room in my house, got a new microphone, new headphones, new everything, and then that's when I worked on my project Aquarius Boy that I dropped in October last year.
Good project, by the way. I've gone through your discography, and I really enjoy it. I mean, partially one of the main reasons that I had to have you on here as well is one, like the natural connection that we've made in only like the 2 months that you and I have really been talking, like here we are now, right? So I mean, your discography definitely speaks for itself, and obviously later on we're gonna get a piece of that.
Yeah, so, exactly.
We're definitely excited for that.
I think one of the biggest things in my growth is me realizing where I was and where I am now. Like, just I wanted to find like my own unique sound of music, so I spent like the first year making like rap to melodic to trap to Spanish to just everything, and then just realizing at the end of the year like what actually sounds good. And from there I dropped my project Aquarius Boy, which is highlighted like a couple of the sounds that I'm really comfortable in. And then flowing into the new year, now is when I'm really developed just like that melodic tone that like I'm really comfortable in. So now seeing where I was into where I am, I'm looking back on my old songs and I'm like, I don't really like what I'm doing and like what I did, but at the time I thought it was really good. So then now I'm wondering if in the future I'm not gonna like what I do here. But I guess it's just like trial and error, try and just keep on going with the process. So.
I think that's also a part of like every creative's internal battle with themselves is perfection, and like one day you wake up and you're like, man, this was good to me at one point, but it's not. But this new shit, you know? Yeah. But I mean, like, if you don't believe in your new shit being better than your old stuff, then how is the rest of the world supposed to? You know what I mean? Like, you have to be your best. You have to be your number one salesman, basically, at this point in your career, right?
Balance That was a beat that I found, I think, on YouTube, and then the producer hit me up. I got the stems, and I just started right away, just like with melodies right away. And I know if I get melodies and I can go straight, then like I can do like, it's a song that I want to put out. But if I take like a couple of days and a couple weeks or months, I'm not confident. And Balance That was a song that I took months. I recorded it in August, like a hook and a verse, and I just put it in the vault. And I showed him at work one day. We were closing.
Yeah. He showed me at work, and it was the craziest sounding song he's ever made.
Yeah.
And I made him finish it.
We walked in from like 10 p.m. till like 3 in the morning, man. I was just going at it, and then I just flowed. It just came, and I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. To background, to layering, to mixing and mastering, just all came. And the next day I showed him, and he was like, this is the one. I'm really confident in that one because it's like I haven't dropped something in 9 months. So now just seeing where I was to now, it's just like, it's crazy. Because I have...
It's probably deeper than the movement that's happening in Alberta for you right now, right? So I mean, like, I think the sooner that you can break into that community as well, and you've already kind of done that, like Alex was super stoked to get the call, right? So to have you guys have that connect, just, again, like, that's something that I'm very happy to do is just, here's this guy and here's this guy. And there's no means for them to meet, but let me just build them a bridge and see what can come out of it. And
Me growing up, I listened to like a lot of the music he listened to in Spanish with my mom too. Mm-hmm. So I never really tapped into music that a lot of my people at my age would listen to, whether if it was like, I don't know, like Maroon 5.
You're Mexican Salvadorian, right?
Salvadorian,
yeah. Okay.
So they would play a lot of like Spanish music. So me growing up, that's all I would listen to. Yeah. But then there was a transition in high school where I started listening to rap music, reggaeton music, and just mixing it together, and like that was what I was into. So then when I was making music, like in my early stages, my dad would tell me there's no like melodic flow in your songs, and I was like, I was mad, but I was also like, hey, he's right. And then transferring to into Spanish music and stuff, my whole family loved it. They're like, you have to get more of this, you have to do more of this. And then I was like, how do I take like the old style of music and implement it into like the new style, but having in mind? So I think just having like those like Spanish melodies, Spanish drums, or just something like that has like a slight touch is what I want to just like hit and just aim for. In high school, I was known as Southcloud, mostly because I had a Soundcloud account and I named it Southcloud, and I would upload remixes of Spanish reggaeton music that everyone was dropping,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like stay up and like do a remix and release it like in like hours as soon as the song came out.
Yeah.
So that I released a song called En Que País by Bryant Myers when he first dropped it,
Mm.
and that was the one that took my SoundCloud out, like popped off, because
He was popping off too.
He was popping
Yeah.
off that time. So then that song on my SoundCloud had 2.6 million streams, and then I started keep it going, and then like 2017 or 2016, my SoundCloud had like 5 million streams, and everyone was like from Puerto Rico to Miami. And it was so cool because I was like building like a community from like what I was doing, and everyone was listening to it. And then one day, Bryant Myers posted a video of a fan listening to a song, and in the video it was like he was in the car and he was taking a video of the song name, and it said Southcloud, and I was like, yo, that's me. So he's playing it from on SoundCloud, and I was like, that was like super cool to see. And actually, regarding Bryant Myers, when you fast forward to 2020, he was having a competition for like, I don't know, like an artist competition, but I signed up and I dropped like a Spanish verse on his song on Instagram, and I promoted it, and it had like 200,000 impressions on my Instagram, to the point where I Snapchatted him, because I have a Snapchat, and he opened it, and I was like, but he didn't respond, so I was like, at least he saw it, because I had a Snapchat, because a couple of years back, when he was like super small, I would text him. I was like 16, 15, and he responded to me a couple of times.
Yo, for quick context, if anybody in this room or whoever's watching doesn't understand who Bryant Myers is to like the Latin community, the best comparison would be like Trippie Red Juice WRLD. Like,
yeah.
The ability to involve like the trap life and like your true emotions of like everything that you hide while you're in the streets. Like Bryant Myers does that. And like so just like for anybody that doesn't know, like for a guy like Bryant Myers to be like just even opening up somebody's DM and playing somebody's song from Beaumont, Edmonton, you know what I mean? Beaumont, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, you know what I mean? For him to make that connect, you know? Like that's big. So it's like again, anybody that doesn't know, Bryant Myers is a big name.
It's really weird because I started doing music and my parents are like, why are you doing music?
Yeah.
Things like that. It always starts with like the denial. Once I just kept working, kept dropping songs, and then the numbers just kept going, and then I dropped my project, and then the exact month it hit 100K, and I manifested it. I put it in a group chat with the boys that I was in. I was like, boys, it's gonna hit 100K in the first month. No one believed me. They were like laughing at me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I did, and then I was getting like DMs from girls out in like the US who were like, yo, I love your song, stuff like that. And then I responded to one actually, and she was like, oh my god, you responded, oh my god. And then she posted me on her story. She made like a highlight of me on her Instagram, and I'm like, dude, I'm literally like a kid in Beaumont, like, what's going on? And she's like, seeing that like the feedback from people is like just like crazy, and then just like putting it back to my parents. Now like they're seeing like how it's actually like moving and actually going. Now they're actually like really supportive of it. So it's pretty cool to see how you start here and then you go here and then see where I'm gonna be at soon. But it's just a journey.
Like, see, for me, like, I love it. Like, everything that you just said, like, I think that's something that, like, every creative, like, wants to achieve. It's just, like, the people that they never thought they would reach.
Yeah.
Reaching out to them, you know what I mean?
You start making all this music, and then you get back a little bit of the revenue, and you're like, this is, like, the revenue that I made from, like, everyone who was supporting me and listening to me. And at the time, I was like, what should I, like, spend it? So I saved, like, the first $100 I made, and I just, like, put it in my room. And I just, like, I saved it, because it's, like, special to me, because it's, like, music.
When you made money off music.
You know what I mean? And then ever since it started going higher and higher. I got a custom Cuban link made with like LV, because at the time my name was Lil VICT, and then I got a VICT chain made with like the music that I got made from music. So things like these are just priceless to me now, because it's just things that I've achieved.
Yeah. Feeling like you do something and then you're the only one there to like acknowledge it type of thing, you know? So like once I started with the Ave and like the opportunities that started to arise from just being part of it all, and then like today, like I never thought I'd have a YouTube series. I never thought I'd write. I never thought I would have a published article. You know, I never thought I would have creatives in the city want to do something with me. You know what I mean? Like my portfolio is so slim at the moment, but it seems like there's something that I'm doing right, and like I'm obviously I'm not gonna change who I am now. Like I've gotten this far in my life doing what I do, and it seemed to pay dividends for me so far. I think I don't really think there's much else we can break down here. I think the main part, the thing that brought us together was the music, and I think we're all kind of antsy to hear something. Yeah. Some unreleased, some maybe even a music video you got in the books or whatever you got. Yeah, because we're definitely peaked by you now, right? So it was a blessing to like know you guys and to have you guys from a different zip code and come out to Vancouver, to Palm Street Studios here with us. You know, the Ave, we're very honored to have you on today.
I feel like it's not really more so a conversation, more like a friendship building here. So I'm really honored actually to be here.
Thank you for acknowledging the things that we try our best to do. Like we're never gonna scream on a mountaintop for people to see what we're doing.
Especially like I got off work one day, got to go home, and I was like, I want to watch an Ave session, and I watched the one with Chaos Club.
Oh, in the cut, yeah.
In the cut with Jay and Rain.
Yeah.
And I was watching it, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty sick. Like, the story of Chaos and you guys and everything. And then I didn't know when it came out, so I was looking at, okay, where did it come out? It came out like a year ago. And I'm like, yo, a year ago. So, like, when I see all the growth of Chaos and Ave from the year now, it's honestly insane. Like, Chaos Club has their, like, new office in downtown, and you guys are just leveling up and growing and just keep posting content. Like way before Jay was saying like, I want to see where we are in like 2 or 3 years on the video, and I'm like, dude, it's already been a year. Like it's just crazy how fast time flies and how big things grow. So it's crazy that was just so long ago, but it doesn't feel like so long ago, you know?
But yeah, I guess let's let's move into some of that music. Let's take a quick intermission, and like let's hear some unreleased. And then we'll get into the performance shots.
She don't want a face, she only messing with a real one. She wearing out one, shawty rocking at the mocha. Static so fine, she be rocking at the choker. She my lucky charm, yeah. She my Clover. Take it to my room, Louis bag on my sofa. Giving me that look, yeah.
Is a music video that I filmed with Cordell.
That's not bad. Thank you.
Tell me you're from the Maritimes without telling me. Pounder.
Should we Pounder, bud?
Pounder, bud.
Canadian A, bud.
Fucking right, bud.
I'm dead.
That's coming up.
How the fuck and who the fuck? How?
They change it to rap.
Wait, who just?
Is that phone operated too?
Fuck?
My bad. He is dead. He is a ghost. My bad. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Warm up for me. Shit, man, this is embarrassing. Come on, people are here. A new engine doesn't always mean a better car. When you gonna put it in there?
Is that your DJ tag right there? Damn, son, this is not the song you expected.
Hey. Okay, take it in before I left.
Dude, there was some cool
Nude followed me.
Good.
Dude,
And then I look at it, and it's a scam account. They DM me and they're like, you've been randomly
Yeah, watch out for that. Yeah.
for a winner. And I'm like,
Don't send your personal info online, baby.
no, I have like 300 DMs. They're just scams.
ISO a little bit more,
What's going on?
maybe. Them Russian bots.
They always just hit me up.
Local girls close by.
No, it's only beats.
Find local milks in your
Yeah,
area.
find local. Need love too.
What? Oh, that's not making the cut.
Made it in January. It's been a while.
Last year.
2020 or 2021?
No, 2021.
Holy, I was gonna say 2020. Man, that's 2 years.
Wasn't it?
No, 2021.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was single. Wait, was I single?
Yeah, that's how you. I was single. That's how I know.
Basically.
Colin. Dad pot.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
nice.
Dad pot?
Dad pot. Cause like
Pot.
the
No, I
exit.
know.
Me and Sam had a good laugh when I
Bro,
called you
that
dad.
shit was like legit. Like
Yeah,
the
Dad
first time I
pot.
performed, the next up on the mic, Dad pot. I'm like, it's fucking dead poet. Fucking idiot.
It's like the
Fuck
Spider-Man.
this
It's like
shit,
the
I'm
first
out.
Spider-Man.
They're
Dad
like,
pot.
they're like the
It's
human spider, and he's like, it's Spider-Man.
No, that shit was
Fuck this
funny.
shit, I'm out.
How old are you?
Last year.
Oh,
That's some
cool.
information that's not gonna be the
Yeah,
clue.
yeah. Let's. What the fuck? This isn't. This
Yeah,
episode isn't
yeah,
about
yeah.
me.
Too many questions.
Let's go.
Too many
Come on, what are we
questions.
doing?
Bam,
Playing the
go
music
Kanye.
video or what, man?
Just go Kanye.
Shit.
Yo, I own this studio. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Just leave.
They were just waiting for this to
Yeah.
fucking fuck Adam.
No,
fuck
yeah, Adam's
Adam.
gonna stay out there.
Okay. Let us know what's going on with this. Explain
So I made Fashion Nova back in January. Scrolling through a producer called Eros, who works alongside with he makes a lot of beats for like Forever Friday and things like that. And at the time, I was really inspired by his sound. So took this beat, made this song in like 2 hours because I was really going at
You were
it.
in the zone.
And then I was in the zone, and then I just kept it on file. Hit up my guy Cordell. He works with a lot of people in the city. He was recently on tour with Forever Friday, and before he left, he actually filmed this for me. So we got this done. I've just been holding it off. Probably gonna release it sometime soon, but whenever things start to have a little buzz. But yeah, here I'll show you guys.
Are you cool with a snippet of it being in the?
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
You bet on the fashion on. I know whenever I see you with on rose, I'ma go travel the world, go travel the borders. You know I fight for you just like a soldier. Feel so strong, I cannot control it. No, no. You bet on the fashion over. I know whenever I see you with on rose, I'ma go travel the world, go travel the borders. You know I fight for you just like a soldier. Feel so strong, I cannot control it. No, no.
So we were like on top of here. We were on top of here, and security came out like right away as soon as I jumped on there, and then they were like, "Yo, you guys have to leave." But then Cordell was like, he was like with the camera and stuff, and the security was like, "Hey, was that Cordell?" And then we were like, he was like, "Yeah, what's up, bro?" Turned out they were like really good fans of his work. So he was like, "All right, just be quick, and then you guys can go." So then we like did the shot in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we bounced out of that, but.
Just got your quick performance shot.
Yeah, I got a performance shot, and it was pretty cool how they already knew him, and we just were allowed after he knew, but before they were like, you guys have to get off before we call cops, and it was like,
So when does this come out?
This comes out basically once things start to pick up, so I'm thinking like if I get like a nice buzz and the people want to see more, then I already have this project already like done and ready to go. Who knows?
Why don't you play this Dior fragrance really quick with the video?
Dior fragrance?
Yeah.
Dior fragrance. I'm loving the smell, man. It's one of my favorites. All over my body. I'm leaving the trees. The connections are made, but you bring a new face. Whoa, 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 whoa. I like that. Pull up with the G's, I style that. Been spending on chicken, no price tag. Go straighter, nah, I rate that. Yo, I'm in love with Dior. I'm in love. Dior fragrance. Dior fragrance. I'm in love. Dior fragrance. For real.
That was like my first ever music video that I ever done.
That's a hard video.
That's a hard video, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's very well
We
done.
did it with a production company at the time called Dini Creative, who was all together with like a lot of like videographers who were together at the time. So it was Curtis C, Cordell, Josh Arthur, who goes by Visual Bread, and Nick, who was my stylist for that. Super, super nice guys. We recorded this in like a car warehouse type of shop, and we had like all the night, like all the lights ready to go. As my first like ever music video, I was kind of nervous, but then things started rolling, and just flowed out naturally.
Moving into some unreleased music, I think like what I spoke about in the other room was like the Latin song. So
The Spanish
you want
song.
to play that real quick for us? Yeah.
Let's do it.
the Latin guys out here in Vancouver were just saying they wanted to fuck with some more melodies and like get more into reggaeton, because a lot of these guys are like pure MCs, right?
Yeah.
So like when I sent it to Alex, like when you sent it to me and I sent it to Alex, I was like, he was like, yo, get me on the phone with this guy, and I was like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And then today happened, right? So.
Contigo, que no somos amigos. Eso no está prohibido. Eso no está prohibido. No, no, puedo tener la clave y nadie más lo sabe. Yo no sé qué voy a hacer sin ti, pero para esta noche lo hacemos así.
And then it just hits the instrumental, the beat.
And this is where Alex is gonna.
Yeah,
pop
Alex
in.
comes in.
Yeah. So
yeah, basically I get.
Like just from where like you like just from like the music that you played, just leading to this, like it's such a big jump, right?
Yeah,
like,
I have like I noticed that my versatility can go from just like rap music to like R&B, like hip hop to like Spanish.
to singing almost.
And I mean I've been struggling with trying to find like try and perfect my tones, but once I hit it and once like everything flows and melodies are nice, it's just such a different vibe. Like I can go in the studio and just like go for hours, man. Like it just goes on, and then it comes time where my parents are trying to sleep and they wake me up and they tell me like, yo, like it's too late. But then I'm just trying to vibe out, you know. I put my headphones in and I keep recording.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like, whoa, like you're absolutely right. Like when you actually work at something like that, like your vocal cords are as a singer, like that's your pitcher's arm, you know what I mean? Like that's your striker's leg. Like that for you is like your bread and butter. Like that's the biggest tool that you have at your disposal.
And that's why like my dad told me in the beginning when I made music, it's not melodic, because I was just doing like rap, like monotone things, because I wasn't comfortable going high pitch and low pitch because I was just starting out. But now like taking like months and months of just training and hitting highs and just realizing that like, hey, I don't need that like insane autotune to hit it, where I can just turn it down a little bit. But yeah, and then just releasing Bounce That too is more like high pitched melodic tones, and it's just like hitting it, people actually liking it. It's super nice, because yeah, like he was right, like
play Bounce That for us. For those who haven't heard Bounce That is VICT's latest release. Right now it's doing very, very well. I mean, it's in my playlist. It's on rotation right now.
1300.
1300, yeah. It's in like a week.
Yeah, it's just a week.
Yeah, and that's organic too.
Yeah.
So double the flow, see the city with my hundreds up. Double the fun at the parties with a double cup. Double dose, double shots. All of those, all the shots. And we really turning up. Hey. I like how it just like calmly just like bounce and goes down.
I think another thing in Vancouver is very lucky to have is like we're so early in what we're doing that everyone's got a team kind of right now, right? Yeah. So like if you kind of look at it, like there's Palm Street, there's Chaos, there's us, there's No Lies. There's a whole bunch of different groups in the city, and we're all doing things to help each other, right? Like there's artists, and then there's cinematographers, there's photographers, there's engineers, and everyone's all in their own little crews. But we're not to say that we're cliquey, because at any time you can see so and so from this group and this group and this group. All of a sudden we're all just together. You know what I mean? And there's no animosity, and it's more so like we're also excited to just meet other creatives still and just keep lifting each other up. So I mean, like definitely you guys coming out and like definitely kind of like shows that as well.
This one.
Yeah, play this, and then from this we'll move into the performance shots, and we'll bang those out, and I think that's it for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we gotta prepare for tomorrow, brother. Big day.
Yeah, it's
big day.
Big day. This is called Do No Wrongs. I recently made it, and I'm trying to focus on having more of a main vocal, a main voice vocal, and then having like a background, like an ad libs, having more like things going on.
Layers, harmonies.
Yeah, more layers and harmonies, because I just had like my main and my ad libs, so just creating more of like a space in my head, I guess, more of like a filled space. You know what I mean? I love how it comes in, man. The bass.
That big kick, right?
Yeah, baby, I don't do no wrong.
Just hooks hard, bro.
If you wanna what you want, said you wanna do, you wanna see no wrong. Just tell me what you want and I'll press the trigger. She keep posting everything, man, it's all on Twitter. Shawty, she a Fifi, she a love dealer.
She a love dealer. That's hard, bro.
That's tough.
Yeah. I'm really getting proud of it now. Like, just like finding it, and then I'm showing people like all my friends. I send them the track, and you're like, yo, like this is your sound. Like you're really locked in, and I'm like, I guess I actually found it. Like, and I take a lot of inspiration from a lot of artists, and it's mostly from like underground, whether it be Eric Raprid to Boslin to like Canadian artists to like Northside Benji to like DDG, who's like an American artist, and just like blending everything that to like me and just like fixing it. It's just nice. I love it. Yeah.
Well, brother, I think you kind of blew us away with all those tracks, and honestly, I just want to see you perform some tracks for us now. So I mean,
perfect. Again,
everybody get some water and let's get right to it.
Okay.
Let's get right to it.
Do my nuts.
Oh, yo, that's this guy's, bro.
I don't want it.
Donated it to the
What's
studio.
this all about, man?
Keep it. I don't fucking
I don't
want
go anywhere without my
iridescent wrapping paper.
I don't go anywhere with my...
Pull the straps out, boy.
I don't go anywhere without my dick.
Yeah. Literal size of a camera.
Yeah, let's get it.
Bro. This was fucking 2 weeks ago in Halifax. You can
Oh
see
yeah, you are hot. You look like Matt Duchesne.
Oh yeah,
He has my belt.
not bad.
Hey.
Louis V.
Yo, he's Vancouver.
I just figured out how to change them out.
All you need is a Super Puff and a Tesla.
Oh, I looked at it. I'm
Where
like,
we were in town yesterday.
Some Blundstones.
Some Blundstones.
Yeah.
Some Bloodies.
bro, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to Ace tonight, not drip. I'm like, hook me up,
All
Nick.
white
Hook
Air
me up, bro.
Forces. Now you Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're just we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's-
You know, we got the boy Decatha over here.
Decatha.
They call you everything but the real name.
Tables
I was gonna say, but it's a hard name to say. Like we have check that free page. Like I said, there's a lot of shit.
Like, it's a hard song, but like, I totally just like.
Yo, he's fun. He's fun.
Turn me up.
I got a car, got a fly to Atlanta. Bitches are fake, did it Diana. He's up on her car, she's going.
Overhand though.
He fuck with a boss, he fuck with some talent. I know we up and we drinking on Fanta. I can never go back to the old days. Have my money on my mind, yeah, always. I just keep it in my house. I just keep it.
Yo, he's on his
I've been switching up my clothes, yeah. I can never imagine my life like this. VVS, I ain't no bitch.
I was literally, bro. Everyone is my bird.
Bro, you're like this ass, and everyone's like,
Shawty bounce that. Yeah.
Shawty bounce that. It's so hard that it bounce back. I've been running from your love for so damn long. I be changing my ways, I be switching my runs. One time, baby, one time. Tell me what you wanna do, baby, give me no signs. You may never know, vision getting low. I was on the road, she was getting cold. Yeah. She's exotic, she's from France. And she pull up and she doing with no hands. Baby, tell me when you want me, I know you feel nothing. We can move around and dance.
We can move around, say that you miss me. Girl, I'm out of town, take it to my room, yeah. Please don't make a sound. I know that you're falling in my way. But you're falling in my way. Yeah.
Shawty bounce that. It's so hard that it bounce back. I've been running from your love for so damn long. I be changing my ways, I be switching my runs. Yeah. Top of the flow, see the city with my hundreds up. Double the phone at the parties with a double cup. Double dose, double shots. All of those shots. I'm really turning up. Everyone's up for the late night. Everyone's up for the late night. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's up for the late night. Everyone's up for the late night. Now she only wanna mess with a real one. She don't wanna face, she only messing with a real one. She wearing out one, shawty rocking out the mocha. Static so fine, she be rocking out the choker. She my lucky charm, yeah, she my Clover. Take it to my room, Louis Bay on my sofa. Giving me the look, yeah, it's over. Young and reckless, you can't control us. Give me one more chance, yeah, give me one more chance, baby. Bustin' it down, yellow shorty, yeah, she going crazy. Cute face, small waist, shawty, she a Barbie. I just wanna bend, but shorty, you wanted all these. I just wanna dance for the night. I just wanna dance for the night. Two steps, slide it to the right. Feeling like the music, feeling like the vibe. I don't wanna mess with a real one. With a real one. She just wanna be with a real one. Now she only wanna mess with a real one. She don't wanna face, she only messin' with a real one. She wearing out one, shawty rockin' out the mocha. Static so fine, she be rockin' out the choker. She my lucky charm, yeah, she my Clover. Take it to my room, Louis Bay on my sofa. Giving me the look, yeah, it's over. Young and reckless, you can't control us. Young and reckless, you can't control us. I just wanna dance for the night. I just wanna dance for the night. Two steps, slide it to the right. Feeling of the music, feeling of the vibes.
I'm trying to dab you up, but you didn't dab me. And he told me Mr. Dab.
He didn't actually do that.
He told me Mr. Dab. Looks like the purple mirror, look. The left mirror, like,
yo, this is the moment I thought you straight up did like a... On behalf of myself, the Ave, Palm Street, everybody that's been involved here today, bless you for coming out, bro. Honestly, you know, giving us the opportunity to kind of understand, kind of like, almost the impression that we actually have. And I think like when you're part of something, you're kind of blind to like what's actually happening. So like for you to kind of like acknowledge us like after we've already acknowledged you, like that's a big step, and we definitely appreciate that. Like from Edmonton to Vancouver, YAG to IVR, like the connect has definitely been made between us. I think on behalf of everybody here, like
thanks guys. Thank you for giving me more of an exposure, more of a voice for everyone in the Vancouver area. I hope I can connect with way more artists here, way more producers, creators. Like I'm all about it. So I think Becky too, he'd enjoy coming over here and just having a place to network and just getting that exposure from you guys. We totally appreciate it.
And we Vancouver-fied the fuck out of Boy.
So not an East Coaster or West Coaster, baby. Let's go.
Man got his first fade. Woo! So again, on behalf of the Ave, on behalf of Palm Street Studios, we want to say thank you for tuning in. Again, like just the impression that we have on everybody else, like it's definitely humbling. We want to continue to do good stuff for everybody. Again, blessing to know you guys before. It's an honor to know who you guys are after this. So I definitely believe that after this, our roots are definitely going to grow together. We're going to grow strong, and the future is definitely bright for all of us. So again, bless the city, bless you guys for coming out, and another wicked Ave session.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's get it for Ave, baby!
for the night. I just wanna dance for the night. Two steps, slide it to the right. Feeling of the music, feeling of the vibes.